Australia is an amazing country with its windswept plains, pristine coastlines, and menagerie of cultures melded into a vibrant nation of delightful contrast. What's that technique? That professional sentence, guys. Anyone can answer. Yes, mate.
I think it's the
Boom, 10 points and giant lollipop. Catch, you ready? Ready? Big one. You got to get 2 hands. Good, good catch. All right, that's a triple descriptor. High schoolers, professional, persuasive writing. You start with a triple descriptor, you're awesome, with a capital O. Now, the thing is, I have not mentioned my argument yet. We don't even know what the topic is. I've just given a general fact about Australia. So I know the topic is going to be about Australia. I've not said my argument. That's key. All right. I'm going to tell you now what this essay would be about. Australia Day is on January 26, and a lot of people are offended by that date. They want to change the date to celebrate Australia Day on another day. Reason is, 26th of January was what? Who can tell me? Yeah. When Australia was settled by Europeans and Indigenous Australians, the Aboriginal people, were subjugated or were taken over. So it's kind of like an invasion. So we celebrate the 26th of January to say, yeah, we came to your country, we invaded and took over. So some people say, let's change the date. Let's look at the second sentence. However, so notice the technique, high schoolers, underline however. Australia is great, however, that's setting up an argument here, that's deliberate. However, standing in the way of harmony, Australia's checkered and violent past has segregated opinions, divided its people, and outraged various minorities. Can anyone over this side tell me the technique there? Standing, segregated, divided, outraged. Boom, big lollipop, get ready to catch it. Boom. Quadruple verb it is. I actually gave you 2, so if you want to give one to a friend sitting next to you, you're welcome to. Excellent second sentence. So I've said, however, we've got a problem. And now I'm going to state the actual issue, high schoolers. Please notice that. The issue comes in the next sentence. Many Australians support keeping or retaining the current date of Australia Day, though most remain in favour of a change. Why? Can you give me 3 reasons? Because the 26th of January disrespects Aboriginal history, number 1, misrepresents our modern community, number 2, and hinders the path towards true reconciliation. 3 reasons right there. High schoolers, you're not going to get any more professional than that for a persuasive piece. It's brilliance on a plate, except it's on a screen, not a plate. Okay? That thing is so zingy, it's got garlic and chili and Worcestershire sauce and wasabi, the green stuff. You know that snot you put on sushi?
Yeah.
The hot snot?
Yeah.
Nice. That is zingy. It works brilliantly. We're going to have a go together writing one that the primary schoolers can copy out. Okay? Okay, so while the high schoolers are finishing that, primary schoolers, we're going to think. I'm going to pick a school, the most famous school in Australia, and I'm just going to make this up. The grounds have become dirty, littered. Okay? The school, obviously, you know, is Scribble Ink State School. Okay? So, Scribble Ink State School, we're going to write about. What do you think if we say Scribble Ink is an amazing school with its, we need 3 things about the school. So, could we open up our books, please? Everyone open, not your Scribble ones, your other exercise books. Ready? Little E's, this is what we're writing. Scribble Ink State School is a wonderful, magical, is a magical place of learning. Scribble Ink is a magical place of learning. Have to write fast, guys. With its amazing teachers, comma. Free tuck shop. Yes. Hands up if we like that. The free tuck shop at Scribble Ink State School. Yeah, I love it. Spit roasted lamb kebabs with hot chips, tzatziki, which is a garlicky, cucumbery, yogurty sauce. Nice. Cracked black pepper rolled up in paper. I'm going to Scribble Ink State School from now on. Trouble is we haven't got it yet. One day, I'm excited. Maybe one day your kids will be able to go to Scribble Ink State School with its amazing teachers, free tuck shop, and the best thing of all, and loads of extra homework. Yes. Someone in the last group said, yeah, my parents would love that. The loads of extra homework. Hands up if your parents would love the loads of extra. Oh my gosh. Are you guys seriously that worked hard? You have to work that hard from your parents? All right, that's our triple descriptor. Now we will do the quadruple verb using the word however, because there's a problem at the school. It's fantastic, but there's a problem. So I use the word however. I like the other thing I said. However, standing in the way of excellence comma, the litter situation high schoolers, did you get that? Yeah. Cool. If you can mimic that exact, like I'm doing now, I'm just mimicking what I just did. Just changing the details. The litter situation has, now I know I'm using a small word, but I need it for this task, has annoyed students, comma, something parents, ed, angered, you think? Outraged parents, yes, and affected wildlife. Oh, poor koalas going around with plastic bags on their heads, scaring the kids. Blah! I know it would scare me. Oi, oh, ah. Affected wildlife. Can you imagine that? Imagine kangaroos imagine mother kangaroos jumping around with Coke cans in their pouches going, oh, hopefully one day my baby will, it's not going to grow because it's a Coke can, right? So that's what's happening at Scribble Ink State School.
Imagine when you open that up.
Imagine when you open it, yes. Yeah, after the kangaroo.
But there are no rubbish.
Huh? Imagine
There are no
that.
rubbish bins.
No, at Scribble Ink State School, yeah, we thought the kids would do the right thing. We thought they would take their litter home with them, leave only footprints. No, leave only footprints, not rubbish, whatever that saying is for camping grounds. All right, now we need a many-most technique. Many students ignore the problem. Oh, that's my bruised finger. Many students ignore the problem, though most want the issue fixed now, because a clean school. Now, 3 things a clean school would do. A clean school respects the students or pupils. A clean school respects the pupils, attracts more enrolments, and should I put and saves kangaroos from giving birth to Coke cans, or should we put and protects the wildlife? Maybe the second one's better. And protects the wildlife. Nice. So then I would write 3 paragraphs about pupils being respected, enrolments being attracted, and protecting wildlife. That makes a professional, persuasive introduction, my friends.
But how can the wildlife get to the school?
They're in the school because Scribble Ink is a wonderful school. We have wildlife there. We have friendly sharks swimming around the playground. They just swim around friendlily.
But they die if they're not in water.
Not these ones at Scribble Ink. And if a child cheats in handball, the shark eats them.
Oh.
Okay? So you never have to worry. Hands up if there's a kid at school that cheats and it annoys you. See, at Scribble Ink State School, you won't be annoyed. They just get eaten. Right?
But what happens to them when they get eaten?
Nothing, they're gone. We ring up their parents and say, your child won't be bringing homework home today. They've been eaten by a shark. Easy. I'm just excited about the free tuck shop when we open our school. Then go down and get a cheese sandwich for free. I'm not paying 20 cents.
Do you have to do loads of homework as well?
Do you have to do the homework? Yes, I do.
The teacher has to do loads of
All right. That is genius. High schoolers, I know you see the power of it. If you ever get a persuasive in the next 3, 4, 5 years, that will last you through to university, an introduction like that. All right. It's time to put that away and grab our scribble book. And open up to Triple Descriptor Technique 2. We're going to do this one, the first example together, which is the classroom seemed technological. So it looks high tech, okay? So I'm thinking, what would make a classroom look high tech? So let's go
This guy
with it. Now, I've got 2 things here. We've got an of something, and I'm going to do one without an of to show you sometimes you can use the of and it sounds great. Sometimes you won't use the of because it may not sound so great. So let's see what I mean. The classroom seemed technological with its bundles of... Now I want an adjective. Bundles, I want you to remember the adjectives. Bundles of something iPads. Bundles of latest iPads. Now I want something about computers, desktops. Anyone know what a desktop is? The desktop computer. It's the big computer that sits on top of your desk, not a laptop. And I want adjectives, a couple adjectives. So I've got bundles of latest iPads, something desktops.
Mr. C, could you say state of the art?
Yes, state of the art would be brilliant.
State of the art?
Yeah.
So that's just another way of saying it's the latest and greatest. But can I just ask you a quick question there, a professional question? Is latest and state of the art saying exactly the same thing?
Not necessarily. Latest could be like, if I have a latest laptop, that means I just went out and bought it. Well, state of the art means you've gone, generally, state of the art. Okay, here's a very good example. When I bought my computer, I bought an iMac, the Mac that sits on the desk, you know, those big ones. Now, I bought the latest one, the latest i5. It cost something like $2,000, but it was not state of the art. The one down there, the Pro, the Mac Pro, was $7,000. That was state of the art. Mine was the latest, but it wasn't the best one there. So they can be different. But I do reckon state of the art would be better for iPads. The iPads state of the art would be your iPad Pros. So you can go buy a normal iPad, get the latest iPad, but the state of the art one is the iPad Pros at the moment. That's the most powerful iPad you can get. By the way, we're not sponsored by Apple.
But we can be.
Yeah, if your uncle owns Apple, just let him know. We're happy to talk about Apple. Bundles of state-of-the-art iPads, something desktops. Powerful, let's go i7 desktops. And electronic whiteboard. Now the extra information on the last one, remember we keep the first two short, the last one can be longer. Electronic whiteboard complete with touchscreen surface and one more thing it has, touchscreen surface and high resolution display.
What does that mean?
Means it looks really clear and crisp. 4K, I think we're up to now on some displays.
5K.
Okay, right. Well, Scribble Ink State School has 6K. Yeah, they do. Even the pencils at Scribble Ink are high tech. They got rubbers on the end, so if you make a mistake, you just turn it upside down.
What pencil?
At Scribble Ink State School.
What pencil?
At Scribble Ink State School. How many more times you want to ask?
We're starting a new school, it starts Monday.
Yes, that's right. So if you want free tuck shop, be there.
Where? Where is it?
Oh, that's that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is our school.
Beautiful.
All right, we got that.
So get that, Janet, go and got it.
Excellent.
My group, come on.
So leaders, we're ready to do 2 or 3 more examples. High schoolers, we're going to challenge you to get some really good adjectives in there and excellent extra information on the end, the information adders. Same with you guys, we're looking for quality information adders. All right, let's get to work.